government, and you can quote me on that, is now run by kakistocrats. And that's very, very dangerous.
Explain.
Kakistocrats? I have it here. You can check the definition. It's a government run by worst, least qualified, and most unscrupulous citizens. I'm not the first one that says.
Right, because the reason I mean, you were quoted as saying by several different sources, as saying that the government's been taken over by plutocrats. And I was going to ask you to clarify that, because plutocrats are wealthy people,
No,
who
that
are
is not what
running
I
sort
said.
of a government.
No, this government is populated by kakistocrats and kleptocrats.
Right, okay, kleptocrats,
Yes.
people who are members of the kleptocracy,
Yeah,
who are basically dipping their hands into the till
to make
all the time.
government for what they can make for
Right,
themselves.
okay.
Unfortunately, that is not what the president personally, as I know
Right.
him, as I said, is up to. He really meant this renewed agenda hope thing. But you can only do that when you have people around you that are on the same kind of thinking.
Right.
But this is not what is happening right now. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3 incidences where when the president realizes, he is not ashamed of taking decision to correct it. Even when it started with appointments and all that. And the same thing with policies. When they bring policies that the people are against, I give you an example recently with this cyber crime levy. When the president realized that you have not heard about it, he again equally suspended it. What I'm hoping now is that he will look in, look out and get, I don't believe, again I say, that he is in the real picture of what is happening out there. People are angry. You can't imagine the number of calls I received today, including yourself.
I called you very early in the morning.
Yeah, but what were you saying? Hey, you are yourself again, because you say it as it is and you come. Look, somebody has to do this. I'm 64 years old. I thank God for everything. And I think what is left to me as a politician or expected of me is to speak out the truth to whoever he is.
Well, that's one of the reasons you were elected into office by people. I mean, the idea is that you're supposed to represent them truthfully.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do.
So you speak truth to power.
Now we have a big challenge, and that is the threat of hunger and food scarcity. It is not only that the prices or inflation has gone up to 40%, but it has gotten in some places where you will not, with your money, you won't find the food or the items you want to buy.
So now Senator Ndume has been removed as the chief whip of the National Assembly, Senate, because he come out to complain about the cost of living in the country, things that are becoming unbearable. Then the Senate remove him, that he is not supposed to criticize his own government of his own party. I think we're missing something. We're not getting it. How many years in democracy now? We're not getting it. If chief whip of National Assembly, people that has been elected, that his local government, his states have elected him and sent him to Abuja to represent them, if he couldn't say the pain of his people to the president and to the Nigerian, I think we're not getting it. We're getting it totally wrong. Totally wrong. What is he a senator then? If he can't hear what is the cry of his people and come to Abuja and say, Mr. President, this is what my people are saying. You're inaccessible, you're a good man, but people that are close to you, kakistocrats and kleptocrats, and people don't allow you to even hear the cries of Nigeria. I don't think that is wrong. That is from my own perspectives, because he is a senator. And it's people that delegate him to come here and be their voice. And if he couldn't say that, then I think we don't have conscience. But the Senate president, the Senate leaders, the APC generally, He's saying that, look, there is hardship in the land. The cost of living is so hard that Nigeria are getting it, that is biting Nigerians. Talk about prices of things. Go to market and ask, see price of things. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. That is from my own point of view. For removing him as chief whips and ask him to, you're sending him out of the party. No, that is not the democracy that everybody. This is not a Nigerian that things are getting worse. And do you think that if people start uprising, you think people are youth are angry, or when they start uprising? Those are some of the things that if you didn't address, it will reach that place that you don't want it to reach. It will reach the state that the country will be ungovernable. And all you people, all the senator and all those ones that claim you're senator, you're this, you run out of the country. There is hardship in the economy, and is biting people hard. You can't go to market and get things with 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. And when a senator that has been elected, duly elected, complaining that this is what is happening and this is your reason, this is all what you think of, is that because he's cheap whips, we're going to remove him as cheap whips. Because he's cheap whip, then he should be dumped and just watch everything collapse. I think we need to apologize to that man, to Senator Ndume, for the courage, and we need to applaud him for the courage to come out of in the national television and say that this is what is happening in the country. And we need to also take responsibility. If we're people, truly, if we're people, and if we have conscience too. He's saying this thing to make this thing better. He's saying that the president used to be his friend. They used to sit together, talk about things, but people always close the man's ears, close his eyes that he couldn't see. And this is what this man is saying. Is it the democracy we're practicing? Is it how we're going to go about it? Every day from this one to this one, you don't want people to protest. You put this in, and you don't want even people to complain. People that were elected to complain, elected to take their cry to the federal government. When they are talking and you're closing their mouth, you're removing them from their position. Is it the role model they are setting for other African countries to follow? We Nigerian youth, we rage, dismay at what has happened or what is happening. The Nigeria economy, I don't know where it is now, but it's biting hard. Whatever they are doing, whatever you guys are doing, is not working. It's not working. The cost of living is high. Transportation, cost of communication, cost of everything is high. 5,000 naira cannot last you 2-3 weeks. Electricity tariff, the meter you bought is down. You can't take 2,000 naira to cook a pot of soup. We that we're bachelor, we that we're young. You don't do that. 10,000 naira fuel cannot do front and back, 30-40 kilometer front and back. You have to be talking about adding fuel in your car. And when people are complaining, you're saying the right reason is to the main reason is to remove them. And so many senators are there, they kept quiet. So many House of Reps members. You guys will see come to us for votes. You see come and you ask us to vote for you. We will see then how it is. If this is how you want us to play, to play. Thank you, Senator Ndume. And then he's not sorry for what he said. He's not sorry, even though he says sorry. We say he's not sorry. He said our voice. He said our cry, and any inconvenience that is going to cause you, we're still going to vote you, even though I'm not from your state, but your people will still going to vote you as a senator if you're still going to go for 10, 20 times, because we need people like you that will speak their mind when things are not going wrong. This is the kind of example we want. Even though it's causing you discomfort. You're a Senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria. You have been elected as a senator, and you have your voice. You have the voice of your people. If your party, if they remove you from they won't stop making you a senator, and they won't close your mouth. You keep on saying the truth until the country gets better. I want to thank Nigerian youth too. Thanks the Senator Ndume, Nigerian youth, for enduring so many things. And I believe we will get there, even though we're not getting it. I don't know. But I think this is serve us as lesson. Election in 2 years is coming, or 1.5 years. And then we will see how it goes. Since they come to power through election, we'll wait and see during the election. Thank you. Subscribe, likes my channel.